Hey, greetings YouTubers. It's your main man Black Lion here, and I'm here today to talk to you about passive income. I read a quote recently. It's an old quote. I'm sure you've heard it before by Warren Buffett, who said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Which nothing can be truer. You know what I mean? You got to find a way to have passive income. It's so important, especially in this day and time where, with stagnant wages and corporations, in their race to the bottom. So, like, if let's say if you have, I don't know, maybe something you're good at, like one of the probably easiest ways to start to generate maybe a second stream of income is probably, I would say, YouTube, the internet. If you're good at doing mechanical work, then, make some videos on how to change the oil. If you're good at, baking cakes, make some videos on, making cakes. If you're good at, if you have a certain thing that you are good at, find a way to monetize that. I would probably say doing the YouTube thing is probably the easiest to get started with. Things have gotten a little more difficult now as a result of, they changed the terms to have your video monetized. So you have to have like 10,000 views and, X amount of subscribers. So it's a little more difficult, and you can't talk about certain things, which, but it used to be easier, but it's still, if you have like, if you're popular, you got friends and whatnot, hey, send your video to them so they can watch, post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, post it on, Instagram, whatever. And, you can start to generate, buzz, income, this, that, and the other. I'm doing it a little different. I'd rather not, people that I know that I have YouTube pages. So my deal is a lot more grassroots, but, I actually kind of enjoy it that way, like trying to build an audience from nothing. So, I post a Tumblr from time to time. Me and the whole Black Lion group, the conglomerate of people who put together the sites. But that's one good way. Another side, like a side hustle that I have, besides, like, I'm fortunate enough that I got a place willed to me, so I just rent that out and collect income off of that. And I've been fortunate enough that I learned how to coupon. That's another good way to put money back in your own pockets. Like, learn to extreme coupon. You've seen the shows, and there's several sites, and I might even put up a video on myself on how to get started with extreme couponing. So a coupon that saves a lot of money. And that money I can use to put towards other ventures. Another thing, I would say the biggest two things on most people's that they spend their money on is their rents, their electricity bill if they have one, and their food. So the food, electricity bill, and the rent. The rent, that's something you'll have to work out, but at least on the food you can coupon. It takes a little time to get things done. You can go on websites like Southern Savers, and like I said, there's a lot of YouTube sites that show you how to get started in couponing. So, that's a way to put away some money. Once you've got some money saved, I would say the next step would probably be to try to get some solar panels for your house. You make a one-time, I don't even know if you would call it an investment, because you're really spending money, but at the same time, in the long run, it's going to save you a lot more money, because you can, your electricity bill will be lowered, and some places, I think you get credits if you put enough power back into the grid. So, it might be an investment. You may even be able to make money off of it. But if you kind of use those ways, you can kind of, but the big thing is to have like a side passive income, probably stocks and bonds, stocks, more specifically, who was it? Einstein said the strongest force in the world is compound interest. And, the best thing is to start young. You know, I've set each of my children up. Everybody has a universal life policy. You know what I mean? It costs me X amount of dollars every month, but with them, that's something that they can get it, and they'll never have to take out a loan. Or go to a bank. They can self finance. I learned about all these things online, and anything I learned, I'm gonna try to take it and pass on to someone else. But so yeah, you start a universal life insurance policy. You pay into it, and then over time, as enough money is banked inside, you can borrow and take loans against the take out loans against the life insurance policy. So when it's time for them, I started them young. If they need to, and it'll carry over to when they're adults. So if they need to purchase a car or something, they can borrow against their policy and then pay their money back into it, and they don't have to take. But I mean, it's good to build credit and everything. But I mean, being your own financier, just having complete freedom is my goal 100% for my kids. I never want my children to have to work for someone else. I plan on giving them the skills. I want to teach them trades, like teach them IT work, teach them electrician work, teach them this, that, and the other, something that they can do on their own time, at their own merit, and still be able to make lots of money, and still do things like this, set up their YouTube pages, set up this, that, and the other. And stocks, there's this site I use to start my kids off, is Acorns, but I mean, they have other sites like Stash and this, that, and the other, where I put a little bit of money in those accounts for them and for myself, and it's really about just playing a waiting game. You wait over time, and over time that money builds up, and I don't know, you can take it out if you want, but the best bet is just to keep it in. Stock market crashes happen from time to time, but I don't think that's something that necessarily you should be too concerned about, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, you want to diversify your bonds, as the Jizza says. You gotta diversify. So even if something happens, you won't have all your money in one place. You can have it spread out over several different investments, and you'll kind of be shielded from any crashes or any bad thing that takes place in the market. And then once you have financial freedom, once you have your passive income, like, they won't be able to control you. You know what I mean? Like, you won't be a wage slave anymore. And by wage slave, I mean somebody who goes in to, works a 9 to 5 and gets a paycheck from somebody else. That person owns you in a sense, because, you're working for that wage that they give you. So they can insult you and call you names and, disrespect you, make you work extra hours off the books. And you essentially have to take it, because you need the wages that they're giving you to sustain yourself. So, I mean, that's another benefit to becoming, having your passive income. Listening to Dr. Boyce Watkins, he calls it your FU money. You know what I mean? Your money where you can say, you know what, I've had enough, FU, I quit. You know what I mean? And you can have enough money to sustain yourself, and you have a second, passive stream of income that you can go to and continue to make. You can put all your efforts towards that. And the financial freedom, it should be the goal. It should be what all Black people are shooting for. Just to be free, just to not have to. It's a system of control. It's a system of control. So you want to be free from that control, and the way to do it is to control your money. I'm going to be doing a video series, just different things. It's hard to find the time between my travel schedule, but I'm putting together some videos. I know on the horizon, I got one that I'm preparing now. I'm still I'm really trying to do high quality videos that give you a lot of information. So I'm going to be doing videos on, supply side versus demand side, Keynesian economics. I'm going to do some videos on wage slavery. I'm going to go more in depth into it, and tell you about how Lincoln didn't want people selling themselves out for X amount of dollars per hour, even after slavery was abolished. I got a lot of videos on the horizon. It's just like I said, finding the time and be able to convey the information like efficiently and effectively, and just making sure everything is correct. Just making sure that I give. Yeah, I want to enlighten my people. You know what I mean? I want them to be able to see past. Because the system we're in right now, the school system, everything. We're just raising young slaves. We're raising our kids to be slaves to the system. We're not raising them to be independent. We're not raising them to get a trade. We're raising them. The school system gets them used to being in a place, sitting still for 8 hours a day, and it looks down on individuality. It promotes groupthink. And if you have energy or you have creativity, they try to stifle it. They throw you on Ritalin, or they do say you have ADHD, or I don't know. It's just they want to train you to live within and work within the confines of that system, and that system. You'll never be happy living in that system, working for somebody else. It's a system of debt. It's a system of control, and you don't want to be a part of it. You want to be able to go out and come and go as you please. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Who was it? That Dame Dash video from what's the name? The Breakfast Club. When he told you sound smart to stupid people. You're working for somebody else. You need to be able to wake up, do what you want, and then go to bed when you want. You want to be able to vacation when you want. You want to be able to live your own life without having to ask permission from anybody to do anything. So that's the goal. That's what we need to be teaching our children. That's what we need to be, practicing ourselves, just financial freedom. So you got to find that way to find your passive income. Start small. Another thing I do on the side is I sell shoes. I don't know, in some videos you might see me in Nike gear because I get it for like next to nothing. I get it for next to nothing, $2 and $3, sometimes less than. I rarely ever pay more than $14 for anything. You know what I mean? For like top notch anything. And it's because like you go to Nike and they have this thing. I have one close to where I live, so I go there. I buy a couple of little things, and they have this. What it is? You fill out the survey, and then they give you a $10 gift card. And some people will let you use more than one, some don't. I try to go to the newer people who don't know any better, so I can use more than one. So I'll get like some Air Maxes for like $15 or for $20. So for the low. And sometimes, for the most part, I just rather sell them. You know what I mean? Some of the shoes are really nice. Like in fact, you can go to my eBay page. My other one got hacked, but this newer one you can go to. It's BlackLionPhoto. Is my username on there, so you can go to BlackLionPhoto, and I got Maxes, I got Forces, I got Jordans, I got I got sock darts. What else do I have? I got the KDs, I got LeBrons. You know what I mean? So like nice quality shoes, and I don't pay all that much for them. So as long as as long as I can make a nice little, I normally make about $40 to $50 per shoe, and I'm actually selling it for less than you can get them at the store. So people, they're getting a good deal, and then I'm getting that money in return, and I didn't have to pay that much for the shoe up front. So let's say the shoe retails for, it starts off at $150, right? Maybe I can get it for like $20 or $30, right? And then I sell it to you. Let's say I got it for $20, right? And right now it's on sale for $89.99, but I sell it to you for $69.99. Okay, so you're getting it for less than you can get it at the store, but I'm still, but I'm still making, a $50 profit after all is said and done, because I used all the discounts and my coupons and this, that, and the other. So you're getting a good deal. You get a nice pair of shoes that you would really like, and I'm getting. I don't care about the shoes. You know what I mean? I just, I'd rather have the cash, so I can continue to travel and continue to live my life like free. Freedom for me is important. So that's one of the little things I do besides renting out a place and this, that, and the other. But you gotta find your hustle. You gotta find your way to make your financial freedom. Like I said, start off small. Acorns. I don't make any money from them. This is not a endorsement of them. Or what's that one, Stash? Try one of those. You just put a little bit of money in, a little at a time, and over time you start to see the dividends come in, and once you see you're making money without doing anything, you want to do it more, and you want to do it more, and you want to do it more. The system is rigged. Our American system is rigged, where the workers, we bear most of the tax burden as a percentage of our income. And they don't tax capital gains at the same rate that they tax somebody going and actually going to work, doing 8 hours a day or however many hours a day. That's taxed at a higher rate than somebody just sitting around and making money from their capital gains. So the system is rigged, but use the system to your advantage. Now that you know that, find a way to make those capital gains so you're taxed at a lower rate. The information is out there. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some videos and I'm going to show you how to get there. But in the meantime, man, I want freedom for my people. I want us to be liberated. Once we get that money thing off our back, then we can kind of come together. Okay, I'm financially free, so I can say what I want and I can do what I want, and they can't stop my income, because that's how they control you. They control your income. So once you control your own income, there is nothing that they can say to you. There's nothing they can do to you. I run my own money, so they can't do anything to me. You run your own money. They can't do anything to you. So that's the way we got to start thinking. First, we got to get our money right. First get your mind right, then get your money right, and that's the way we all come up together. But please like, share, subscribe. I got more of these coming. Please believe. It's gonna go a lot more in depth. I'm gonna show you different ways where you can get it. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you all the information that I've learned. I want to impart on my people, so when they come to us with that nonsense, we know better. But like I said, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, hear me roar.